All right, what's up, guys? So, there was this video that I wanted to show y'all. Overall, give my opinion on it. Shout out to the guy that he is a YouTuber. I did go to his profile picture, so you'll see like on the TikTok, because I found this video on TikTok. So like that thing that you see like going like from one side of the screen to the other, and TikTok above it and the name underneath. Yeah, you very well can search that guy up, go follow him, go show him some love. But I just wanted y'all to see this video real quick and then obviously give my opinion on it, because this is something I have been defending for the longest. Like people overall saying or overall like trying to attack it but defend like all YouTubers and stuff, because a lot of people for some reason just don't consider YouTube a job. And I'm like, I make money, like, and then there's, besides me, I know that there's other content creators. There's like so many content creators out there that have families, and like YouTube then, put their kids through the best school, then got their parents like the best homes and cars, like then did the most for them, being a YouTuber. But no, let me go ahead and show you guys this video real quick. Man, it's sad that people carry on like that. If you don't like YouTube, hey, don't like it. You ain't got to support it. You don't have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. But if you see somebody, because my thing is like, I don't care whether a person is doing photography or YouTube, especially photography. Like Seattle, there's a lot of like photography spots out there. It's like you go around, be taking pictures. I be like ducking down, be like walking, standing there waiting for them and stuff. Like, hey, y'all do your thing. I ain't trying to get in the mix of that, because I know how hard it is. You gotta do multiple takes over and over and over again. Stuff sucks. So I'm like, with YouTube will, me personally, I have to say YouTube is a difficult job. Probably one of the most difficult jobs, especially when you're in a position like myself, when you have 20 some YouTube channels, and then you trying to like manage all of these channels. You're literally doing all of this stuff with no help. And then on top of that, you're like helping out your friends and support your friends with their YouTube channels and stuff. And I'm like, it's overwhelming. So my thing is that, why do people make it seem like, or why do you not like consider, is that proper English? I feel like it's not proper English. Okay, let me try to like maybe she is smarter than me, I don't know. But anyways, but it's like, no, why do people just crap on YouTubers? Why do you guys think like YouTube's not a job? Like, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. You make money from it, okay? You're putting in work, you're putting in hours for it. You're supporting yourself, your family. I'm telling you, throughout this, I can tell you guys this right now. Throughout this whole pandemic, YouTube has been the one thing that has been supporting me. Like, obviously, yeah, I had a job prior before. I couldn't really do YouTube, so I wasn't really making a whole lot of money. But during the pandemic, I came across a lot of different YouTubers. They was all helping my channel grow. So I would have to thank those YouTubers for that. But at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, I was making money. I was able to put food in my stomach, clothes on my back, shoes against my wall. I was able to do whatever I wanted to do. Why? Because YouTube is a job. It is. Like, if you don't like YouTubers, if you hate YouTubers, you're all like, oh, YouTubers is trash, YouTubers is garbage, they don't be doing. My thing is like, you can take the one favorite thing that you like in this world, make a video on it. Video can potentially blow. I see YouTube kind of like a slot machine. Like, videos might blow up, or you might get a jackpot on the video, you might not. But that's the fun of it. Like, you could still keep going on and on and on, and it's like eventually, you know, it'll be like maybe later on they'll determine it was a jackpot winner. But yeah, it's like with me personally, I wouldn't really want any other job besides YouTube. You know, I'm doing things that I love doing, and I'm like, why would I want? Because my if I were to, like, honestly, if I were to see that girl, I'm like, okay, well, what's your ideal job? Like, what's the one, like, the job that, okay, I'd stop doing YouTube. I'm no longer making, let's say if I was a big YouTuber, let's say if I was like at 10 million subscribers and was getting like 3 million views across all my videos. So yeah, let me turn down this job where, or like, you know, stop doing this job where I'm making thousands, like probably hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, if I do the math correctly, I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. All right, turn that down so I could go do whatever job that you want to like put in place. Like, you know, like, okay, let's say if it's like I'd be a nurse or something, turn down a hundreds of thousands of dollars like monthly job, okay, versus however much money you make. Like, how much money do nurses make? Hold on for a second. How much money does nurses make a year? $73,000. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm like, okay, let's raise the stakes a little bit. How about a doctor? Because like doctors, I would imagine that they would be making bank too. 300,000 to 300. So my thing is like that's yearly. That is yearly. YouTubers be making that stuff in a day. Like, they be making that stuff, or like, okay, maybe like a day would be a little bit unrealistic, but they be at least making that stuff monthly. Like, nah, let's see richest YouTuber 2020. Ryan Kaji, 9-year-old, was Forbes' estimated top earning YouTuber 2020, bringing in an estimated 29.5 million. 29.5 million and 12.2 billion between June 9th. How? What? Nah. He wasn't making no a billion free. Who is this? I ain't never even heard of this kid before. What does he do? He's 9 years old, 43 total billion. Okay, 43. Sorry, he's like subscribers maybe. That's what they're talking on, but nah, they ain't talking on money. Like, what's his worth? $50 million. This kid is worth $50 million. My thing is like, this kid, I don't know him, but I'm just saying, like, he's well known around the world. I mean, like, you making that type of money, you have to be well known around the world. Versus a doctor that's making 300,000. I'm not trying to trash on doctors. I'm not trying to trash on nurses. But I'm like, yo, and then it's crazy because there'll be doctors and nurses, they'll start up YouTube channels and be giving like other doctors and nurses advice on stuff or whatever. Or they'll just be telling people like, oh, well, what does this mean if my foot rolls up and it's not unrolling or something? And there's like one of those doctors like, yeah, so when that happens, that's called foot a giraffagus, syllophagus or something. I don't know. Like, that's the terminology I could come up for, or the name of it. But I'm saying there's doctors like that exist out there. I just seen a doctor like that on TikTok. So I'm like, yo, there's doctors out there that be creating YouTube channels and be making bank on top of whatever bank that they're already making. So yeah, for people out there trashing on YouTubers, it's like, how much money are you making? Are you making, my question to you is, are you making more money than this 9-year-old YouTuber? If so, then okay, you let me know your job profession and I will look into it. But until then, I'm having a ball doing YouTube videos. I enjoy making videos for my supporters. I enjoy helping out my friends with their YouTube channels. Like, I enjoy the whole YouTube process. I'm not going to stop because you don't consider YouTube a job. If you don't consider YouTube a job, that is on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me, all right? At the end of the day, I'm still going to do my thing on YouTube. And I would recommend to anybody out there where you got that type of motivation in your life, where there's somebody like in your ear telling you that YouTube is not a job, don't listen to them. Continue making your videos. I don't care who it is. It could be the most highest figure in the life all the way to the lowest figure in your life. You do what you want to do. You do what makes you happy. You do what puts a smile on your face. Do not listen to anybody else out there. If somebody remotely tells you, okay, that you're not supposed to be doing what your dream, what your passion is. Like, I guess if you're doing it for a negative reason, then okay, then yeah, you might want to reconsider. But if you're doing it for a positive reason, like, and for people that ask me, like, what would I be doing YouTube for? Help my family. Like, I would really love, like, that's one thing that I've always had an image of, is that I want to get like my parents this big giant house. I want to get them both Corvettes. I want to get my sister, I think my sister, she's into a Dodge Charger. Currently, I remember for the longest, I was like, okay, she liked Volkswagen Beetles, and so I was like, I was gonna get her a lime green Volkswagen Beetle, because that was like, I'll probably get her both. Like, if I'm making bank from YouTube, I'll get her both. Get my parents whatever cars they want to get and stuff. And then I know that there's the one friends that I have on YouTube, for souls. I want to do whatever I possibly can to help them out with, like, improve, or not improve, but invest in their painting business. Tadia, I know she has a daughter, and I would love to start up like a college fund for her daughter and stuff. So there's like numerous things that I want to do. And then of course, like with myself, come up with foundations, help the homeless, like literally, like, cause I live in Seattle, so there's like homeless people on every block. So I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I'm like, all the like plans and goals and things that I can possibly, like, if I was making the type of money like that kid or Mr. Beast or David Dobrik or whoever, I'm telling you, like, you guys will see a completely different side of me, all right? But yeah, I'm like, but I'm saying, like, whatever I can do now, like, I'm gonna do it. But I'm like, I'm not gonna turn down YouTube because you don't consider YouTube a job. So if you ask me, is YouTube a job? Yes, YouTube is a job. If you are making money from it, I don't care if you're not making, because my thing is, like, if you're an intern for a job, you don't be making money for that stuff, right? So it's like, when you're not making, I see it as this, when you're not making money from on YouTube, you're an intern. When you start making money from YouTube, you got the job, all right? So, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.